Black Ops 7 has now been out for a weekend, so let's talk about it. Well, it's Call of Duty. Big shocker. The campaign this year is extra ass. Congratulations. I don't know how you managed to turn a Call of Duty campaign, which is usually like a somewhat enjoyable experience other than MW3, and turn it into co-op online slop. So that takes skill. Zombies, I'll be honest, haven't played zombies. Also haven't really played zombies since like Black Ops, so my opinion on zombies would be useless to you. And then there's the multiplayer, which is very much the newest Call of Duty. It feels exactly like you would expect. It's the Call of Duty from last year, but now you can jump off walls. And that's kind of how COD has felt for me for years. It feels like ever since they switched to that Call of Duty app, every year's iteration of COD just feels like the previous one with like one big change. Last year was Omni movement. The year before was, I don't know, bringing slide canceling back or whatever it was. And it's just like every new Call of Duty, obviously you get new guns and new things to grind and new camos to grind and all that, but they kind of just feel like big seasonal updates. Obviously like very big seasonal updates, but I feel like I haven't been excited about a new Call of Duty since, shoot, all the way back on the 360, baby. Back then, a new Call of Duty felt like a new Call of Duty. These days, it's just like, oh, new Call of Duty. Will I play it? Yeah, a little bit, but it just feels like the previous one. And it's getting harder and harder to justify buying Call of Duty. Now, I'll admit, this year I didn't. I just tried it out on Game Pass, which I'll probably need to cancel again. But Call of Duty is just like in a weird spot. I really, really wish they would get away from yearly releases and actually make Call of Duty games feel different again. But like, is Black Ops 7 bad? No, it's fine. It's Call of Duty. Wall jumping's kind of fun, and I've definitely hit some really fun clips using it on people, and I think my lobbies feel less sweaty because there's like less SBMM this year, so you know, that's pretty cool. But I'm also like, if they're gonna include wall jumping, why didn't they just include wall running? But you know what? Next year, the big update in Black Ops 8, or whatever the rumored name is for the next Black Ops, wall running to go with your wall jumping. So can't wait. So that'll be the big update for next year. But yeah, I don't know. The game's not bad. It's just like aggressively Call of Duty. It also runs like weirdly ass on my Series X. So I don't know if you guys are playing on console, but I'm curious if it's running terribly for you too. Like I get notable frame drops, and usually the only reason I would play on console is to avoid stuff like that. Otherwise I would play on PC. But these days I have performance issues with Call of Duty on PC, so I was like, oh, I'll play it on console. Won't have any issues. The issue still found me.